When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Hundley. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's gone. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
Now Goff on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
check out route. Average wall. 76, kill him. 76. 76.
Now Goff. Over the middle to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's coming. He's coming. Hey, kill. 58, boys. 58. 58.
Now it's gone. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and then picked up 5 yards.
Gone. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's gone. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Watch out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see...
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively.
And he's going to be out of... So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing, Hundley. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Evans has it left side. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Off to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd down 6 at the Patriots' 14-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, here's Breida. And how about that for just running out the clock? All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
DC. Go 50 inch the mic. And watch that. And watch the ball. 58, right over there.
On 1st down, it's gone. Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Goff now looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run again with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 2. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Let's go. 70 Andrew. 5-4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Good. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock now with McCoy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. This is Breida. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
And a Patriot first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Hundley. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
We're good. We're good.
Now it's gone. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
2 for 1. 58, Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. And 58 is a Mike. Go 51.
Gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Here's Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle.